Hello, this is Beth Goring again, your professor for Health Education 115. It's Applied Nutrition. And I just wanted to go over some specific information about the research project. And in your syllabus for the nutrition class, it states that, there we go, that your research project is due on April 20th and it must be submitted into the D2L Dropbox. But before we get there, I just want to go back over what is required. So again, your research project is due April 20th by 11:59 p.m. You submit it into the Dropbox, and you can choose any topic of nutrition that's of interest to you. You have to have a minimum of 3 articles, a minimum. You can have many more, but you have to have a minimum of 3 articles. You have to read, summarize, and critically analyze your topic and synthesize the information into a research project to come up with something new and interesting that you've learned. The paper itself needs to be 5 to 7 pages, typed double-spaced, with 1-inch margins, top, bottom, and sides. The 5 to 7 pages is all written information. It doesn't include a title page and it doesn't include the works cited page. So 5 to 7 pages of typed. You must have a bibliography or a works cited page. You can either use Chicago style referencing, APA referencing, MLA, Tiburon, whatever referencing style you choose to use, that's fine. But you do have to use it, and you do have to do in-text referencing as well as having a works cited page. All right. When you are getting ready to submit your paper, as I stated already, you're going to be submitting it into the Dropbox. And so if you go into Assessments and you click on Dropbox, then you're going to see where there's the Dropbox that you can submit it to. And it's right here. Right, so you're going to go ahead and be clicking on that. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but before we go there, I want to show you an example of a paper. All right, so here's an example of a paper that one of my students has done in the past, and you can see that they started off with having the information. This particular paper was written for Health 120 class, but it is about high fructose corn syrup, which is also a topic that could have easily been used in a nutrition class. In this paper, she's identified information. She has her sources introduced and referenced in text. You can see that she has another one here, introduced and referenced in text. And let me go ahead and go down. And I do check to make sure that each person in your works cited does show up in your text itself. And you continue to come down and they're synthesizing more information. This particular project was MLA style referencing, and so they include the page number after they've introduced the person or the source. Notice up here that there are page numbers, their last name and a page number. That's required in all college papers, that you go ahead and number the pages. You can see more referencing and more introduction of the paper. So we have page 2, it continues on, referencing page 3, yet more referencing here. Excuse me. And then here's page 4, again continued with referencing and page numbering. Then page 5, again continuing, page 6, and then page 7 down here. All right, and then finally when we get to the works cited page, it's also numbered. The works cited page, the references are in alphabetical order. You can see here that I've marked off, that I've checked to make sure that every source that's in the works cited page is also referenced in text. If it's not, then it's incorrectly done. And you can see that they have far more than 3 sources. It's hard to write a paper using only 3 sources, and so they've used quite a bit. And so the project was complete. It was insightful, and it was a good example of a project. And so I just wanted to show you that. All right. Now, after you've written your paper, and you either want to save it as a PDF, Word doc, or a rich text format. So one of those 3 formats. Other formats I really can't read because my computer won't open them up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch roles into a student so I can show you exactly how to upload your research project. All right. Once I've become a student, now I'm going to go ahead and go into assessments, as I said, into the Dropbox. And now I'm going to go ahead and click on research paper. Once I've clicked on research paper, then it's going to give me an opportunity to submit a file. So first I have to add the file. By adding the file, then it brings up a window, and the window allows you to select the file from your computer. So you're going to go ahead and click on my computer, and you're going to click on upload. Now you have to go in and find the paper. And I'm going to go ahead and upload that particular one. There we go. All right, now you can see it there. It says upload, and you actually see it. And you saw that it took me 2 times to try. Once you see the actual paper there, then you're going to click add. And then you're going to see it there as well again. Now you can write me a comment right here, like, you know, here is my research paper. All right, or if you have a resubmission, you can say, I resubmitted this, please grade this particular one. Then you're going to click on submit. And once you click on submit, it's going to actually, you know, take the paper up onto the website, on the D2L website, and it's also going to send you an email letting you know that it's there. All right, now submitted files. You can view the history, and then you're going to click done. Once you click done, you're going to actually see right here in the submissions that you have submitted a box there. And you're automatically going to receive an email into your D2L account saying that you have successfully submitted your research project. Then when you're ready to go back and review it, then you can go ahead and click on the submission. And it'll bring you back to your research project. You can see it there. All right. So, and it'll tell you the date it was submitted and the time it was submitted. And so if you submit a PDF, then the originality report cannot generate. And it is going to undergo Turnitin analysis to look for originality. And again, your originality score, the lower it is, the better it is. So if you could please turn it in then in a rich text format or a Word doc, then they'll be able to run it. So once you do turn it in, then within 24 to 48 hours, you'll be able to click on this little I, and you'll be able to get your score for your originality. All right, I hope that helps. You understand how to turn in your project.